Today I'm going to show you how to make this 1/12 scale sewing bag or knitting bag with wooden handles. You could use it as a shopping bag, and it's one of those projects that once you know how to get this basic structure, you can make it in any size you want. And all you'll need is a couple of coordinating fabrics. Got your main colour fabric, and then I've done a different fabric at the side there. Of course you could use all one colour if you wanted to, and use a nice sort of cotton fabric with a small pattern. And then for the handle, wooden handles there, I've just used a cocktail stick, and I've also used cocktail sticks to apply the glue with. And the glue I've used is my trusty old Gorilla wood glue. Now, it's not really for fabric, but I find that it works really well on fabric, and it bonds really quickly as well. And for this bag project, that's good. That's what we need, something that dries really quickly. And then just a paintbrush when we get to joining the bag together. It just helps to reach inside and press all the seams together, especially if your fingers are quite large like mine. Okay, let's get started. So to make the bag, you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric, and this larger piece is for your main sort of bag colour, so the front and back, and then this is for the side inserts. And this larger piece measures 108mm by 40mm, and that's 4 1/4 inches by 1 5/8 of an inch. And this smaller piece is 100mm by 22mm, and that's 4 inches by 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so start with the larger piece, and just want to make a pencil mark 10mm or 3/8 of an inch from each end to fold over a hem. So just make a pencil mark on the back of the fabric, and then just use your ruler, just fold that, crease that over, on the other end. And then fold those hems back on themselves. Okay, and then on this folded part of the hem, find the centre of the fabric, and then you want to do pencil mark in the centre, and then go 5mm, so that's just under 1/4 of an inch, to either side. So you've got 3 marks there, 1 in the centre and then 5mm at either side. And bring those down to about halfway of the hem, so into the centre of that folded hem. Just draw a line across there, and then we'll do the same at the other end. So a pencil mark in the centre and then 5mm to either side. Okay, and then take the scissors and snip from that central line out to the corner and on both sides, like that. Make sure that the fabric has come away, and the same the other end, like that. And again, just make sure if it's still attached there, just snip through. Make sure and just poke your fingertip through there. Okay, Okay, and then apply glue to each of those flaps. At the other end as well. Then just use another cocktail stick to just fold those back and press down. Like that, and on the other end. Okay, so on the right side we've just got 2 squares there for the handles. And then at either side just measure out again a 5mm hem at that end as well. And again use the ruler just to fold that and crease it. I've got a nice sharp crease. And on the other side. And we want to glue those over. And then fold this top piece so that the handle aligns. So again, you're just folding over that 10mm crease we made earlier, but so that the handles are level, or at either side of the handle. And again at the other end. And then take your scissors again and just snip off each corner. So just to the thickness of the hem and just up to the top there from the line. And then take a cocktail stick and just snip off the pointed end, and then just lay it across the bag just to get the width, and then just trim that to size so it's exactly the same size as the fabric. Snip that off. helps to roll the cocktail stick along as you're cutting it. Same the other end. And then apply glue along the top edge of the bag. And the other edge as well. Get rid of that loose thread. And then just put a tiny dot of glue along the crease at each side. That's just to hold the cocktail stick in place. At the other end as well. And then lay the cocktail stick in place. And fold over the fabric and press it down. And then just push the cocktail stick up into the fabric and make sure that it's at the end. Just see it at either end there. And really push it up. You can use another cocktail stick there just to push it right up into the fabric so that we've got a nice handle there. And then the same at the other end. And so that the handle hems here are in alignment. And then get the ruler again and find the centre. And just make a faint pencil mark there, and then you want to go 6mm or 1/4 of an inch to either side. Make a line. Like that, and at the other side as well. And then again use the ruler just to fold the fabric up along that line and crease it. And on the other side as well. And here we're just creating the base of the bag. Make sure there that your handles are level. And then just pop that piece to one side and then take the insert piece, and we just want to fold over a 5mm hem, just under 1/4 of an inch hem at either end. Just fold that over, press it down. And the other end. And then take your ruler again and just make a pencil mark in the centre at each long side. And get the main bag piece, and you want to make a pencil mark in the centre of this base piece. Like that. And the other side as well. And then lay the insert piece on so that those pencil lines line up, and just make a mark at either side to the edge of the bag. And that side as well. Put that piece to the side again, and then just snip at either edge 1/4 of an inch or 6mm. And then fold those two pieces in, crease that fold in. And then we want to glue those flaps down. So apply glue to that centre panel. And then stick those down. And then we want to folding each side to that same thickness. We don't want them to stick down, so make sure it doesn't get stuck where you've got that glue. So just crease the folds in. Making our side pieces here, and that side as well. And bring the main piece back in and apply glue to the central base area. And then along these side seams up to the just below the handle. So on either side. And then glue the right side of the centre, just getting rid of those threads, onto the base of the bag. Press that down. And this bit gets a bit tricky because you're sort of having to do 2 or 3 things at once. So fold these side pieces up. Just crease that hem in again. And glue the front of the bag to that side hem. And then do the other side. Press those together. And this is the tricky part, so pull that one in. And then the other side. And if you've got nice thin fingers, you can probably get them inside the bag and squeeze it all together. My fingers are quite large, so I'm going to use a paintbrush. So just actually lay the bag there on the front and just use the paintbrush to press the seams together. And making sure that they sort of stay to the outside of the bag. the other side as well. And you've got a bit of time before the glue completely sets, so don't worry if it starts coming apart as it is here. And then turn over and go back in. Side. And then stand the bag up, and you just want to again press that base piece down so that you've got a nice flat base for it to stand. And then again use the end of the paintbrush and just push that side in, create a bit of a seam, press the handles together and push the base up, and then just squeeze it all together. And do the same on the other side. So create a fold in the side and then push the base up, squeeze again. And this really helps it all to glue in the right place. And then very gently open it out, and again use the paintbrush now to sort of shape it all, put it all back into shape. So that last bit is a bit tricky, getting it all to fit together. But just use the paintbrush, make sure all the seams are sticking. And there's the completed bag. So I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you have, please subscribe to my channel. There's lots more to come. And don't forget, if there's something you'd like to see, get in touch, let me know, and I'll try to include a tutorial. And thank you for watching.